What up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk channel where we discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So in today's episode, I'm going to discuss why the recession is here. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep putting these videos out to give you leverage to better yourselves. So let's get into it. So why do I say that the recession is here? Well, today is Monday, the Monday after Black Friday. And Black Friday to me was a bust. And I don't really do Black Friday. I normally do Cyber Mondays. I don't like dealing with crowds. That's just my PTSD and my anxiety that gets the best of me. So I can't really do big crowds like that. But I think at this point, even if I had went out that day on Black Friday, I don't think I would have ran into a big crowd. You can go on YouTube and some of these other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, something that has a search engine, right? And you type in, Black Friday sales or Black Friday ventures or whatever the case. Just put Black Friday in there, and you should see some videos of folks talking about certain sales that they was able to cop on Black Friday, but you don't see crowds. The normal places will have a crowd, like, I don't know, a Best Buy, a Walmart, a Target, maybe a Macy's, because, they may have, sales for clothes and stuff like that. They weren't big crowds. And what's really happened is that this stimulus money that was coming out for the last 2 years, or like towards the beginning of the pandemic, has stopped. It's dried up. Folks don't have unemployment anymore. Because, like I said in the previous video, and I'm pretty sure folks can do their research, a lot of folks that were drawing unemployment were getting more money than they were getting when they're actually having an actual job. I'm not exactly sure, how that works, because I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of crazy for me to think that somebody could sit down somewhere in their house and draw unemployment, and they're getting paid almost double what they were getting when they were working the actual job. Is like crazy. Like, there's no incentive for you to even go back to work, right? So in any case, that money has dried up. The government said no, not anymore. We're not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? So we got a couple of factors. Like I said, the stimulus money is gone. People are not drawing unemployment like they were before, and the Biden administration actually started the payback of student loans has come back in full effect. So folks are paying student loans back. Just folks are just not getting money like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? And you can see it in all aspects. You know what I'm saying? The shoe market is taking a deep dive. Like, the shoe market is not what it was before. Like I said before in a previous video, I'm a big shoe connoisseur. And my oldest son asked for some shoes for Christmas. I had a pair of Dunks, they're special kind of Dunks, Nike Dunks, right? And he said he's always wanted a pair of them, right? So I paid resale for them. You know what I'm saying? I paid, because that particular Dunk was maybe, I think, $120, $130 retail. And I paid, I want to say $260 resale on the resale market. This is back in late 2020. And I'm sitting here like, the way the shoe market works, the older the shoe is, the more expensive it gets, because it becomes more rare. You have folks that are buying the particular stock of their shoe up, and it just what would have been 20,000 pair of those shoes in 2021 might be barely 5,000 left. So that means supply and demand. There's not a lot of stock left, so folks are able to charge a lot more because there's not a lot of the shoe left. And I went there, and the shoe is literally the same price I paid for it in 2020. That's crazy. If this was 2021, that should be a $600 shoe off the top easily, with it being over 4 years old. And it's literally the same price, if not cheaper, than what it was when I bought it for resale back in 2020. So there is a lot of money out here, because I put a video out saying that. But the thing is that folks that don't know how to get money are feeling the effects of the recession. And it's getting bad. Folks that are not in a good position to make a lot of money, or they don't have a lot of savings, they don't have investments. You got some folks going to get crushed. And I'm not, I'm not putting this video out to make it seem like it's a doomsday for folks, because you can get yourself out of this. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much lack of education you have. I don't care how much of a dead-end job you have. You know what I'm saying? It is your choice to get yourself out of this rut. And I'm telling you, one of the ways you can get out of this rut is to start an LLC and create a business. Or you can go ahead and just do a side hustle. You know what I'm saying? You can go and tell somebody, hey, I'll wash your car. I'll do your laundry for you. I'll pick you up and run you around. My stepdad, God rest his soul, this was maybe back in the I want to say early 90s. He had retired from the post office. He had been a truck driver, the 18-wheelers, delivering mail across the country for, I don't know, maybe like 25 years, something like that. He retired, and what he did was he was bored, right? He had his pension, and he was getting his retirement and stuff like that, but he didn't want to sit around anymore, right? So he went to this convenience store down the street from the projects where I lived at all the time, and knew the owner and a couple of the folks that were there. That was like a hangout spot, you know what I'm saying? So once he retired, he would go out, he would go over there, spend all day there, shoot the shot with his boys and all this other stuff, whatever. And some of his boys didn't have rides, so his boys were like, hey, I need you to run me over here, I need you to run me over there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So his boys would eventually start paying them for him to drive them around. And I mean, he never created an LLC for this, but I mean, he literally turned that into a business. I promise you, for the next 10 years before he passed away, that's all he did. He would go over to that convenience store, and anybody needed a ride, no matter who it was, he would run people around. You know what I'm saying? He would get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? He had a pension, he had a retirement. I'm thinking, I didn't know what was in his pockets, but I don't think he needed that money. But he looked at it as a secondary business to him. You know what I'm saying? It kept him running around. You know what I'm saying? He liked being active because he had been active so much, being in the post office realm. And that inspired me. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the reasons why I thought about, after I left the military, like, I need to do something that makes money for myself, not to work for somebody else. Now, I do work for somebody else right now, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the goal is for me to work for myself. But that's one of the ways you can get out of this recession, because this recession is real, yo. It's real, you know what I'm saying? And I feel for folks that don't have the education, don't have the knowledge, and I don't mean education like book education. I mean like education is for like how money works. And you need to learn how money works, because that's the only way you better get out of this thing. So the recession is real. Folks are feeling the effects of this recession. These retailers are too. But guess what? Even though Black Friday was a bust, and Black Friday wasn't what it normally would be years past, guess what? There were still folks out there giving money to the producer, not the consumer. The consumer was actually giving money to the producer. So even though their bottom line was affected, at the end of the day, they were still getting money, because folks are still going out there actually buying stuff from them. You know what I'm saying? So what end of the spectrum do you want to be? You want to be a consumer and actually buying stuff and your money and your pockets getting low, or you want to be a producer and actually have somebody get something from you and for you to provide a service or product for somebody? The recession is real, yo. The recession is here. Let's go out here and get this money, and let's stop being in a position to where we can't help ourselves. We need to be able to help ourselves when it comes to making money. All right? Like, comment, and subscribe. I endeavor to keep putting these videos out to give you leverage to better yourselves. Find Fitness and Folk. Triple F, I'm gone.